Hey everybody, and welcome to the Broken Sales Cajun Corn on the Cob. So I'm showing you the images for the mise en place. Again, this is everything in its place, and we're ready to go. Take a good look around, make sure everything looks kind of the same as what you're about to do, and let's go to the next step. So as of now, you want to make sure you've got your oven preheating to 425. You're going to want to, in a small bowl, whisk the olive oil, half of the Cajun spice, half of the paprika spice, the full amount of the garlic, the full amount of the onion powder, and you're going to use the salt and pepper to taste. Tasting is kind of the interesting part. You're going to have to adjust as you do the recipe and you try it in different ways. And we're going to do this on the grill come this summer. So I'm really excited about that. But right now we're doing it in the oven, and it's a great recipe. So I'm showing you here basically the simple whisking that we had to do to blend all of the spices together. Give it that little Cajun flair, that little Cajun feel and taste. And the next step's going to be interesting. So now you're going to want to take the corn, put it on a piece of tin foil, using your mixture, brush the corn, make sure you fully coat it. Cover everything 100%. Um, there's going to be some gaps and fill them in. Um, be liberal with what you're putting on there. After everything is done, you're going to want to take the corn in the tin foil and you're going to want to wrap it. Please keep in mind the shiny side of the tin foil should be up, dull side should be down. Place everything on a baking tray and be ready to put in the oven. The oven should be preheated to 425 as stated earlier. Place them in the oven and bake for 15 minutes. While the corn on the cob is baking, prepare the mayonnaise sauce. In a medium bowl, mix the mayonnaise, sour cream, leftover Cajun, paprika, lime juice, salt and pepper to also taste. Make sure that you mix it well and dip your finger in there. Try it a little bit. The final result should look as follows. After 15 minutes, um, open the oven, rotate 180 degrees, and then place back in for another 15 minutes. This will ensure even cooking and a quality product. After roughly 30 to 35 minutes, remove from the oven and allow the corn on the cob to cool to where you can handle it by hand. If you still need to use tongs or other tools, it's okay. We're going to want to unwrap it shortly. You notice how well the corn has come out after being baked for all this time. Again, you want to unwrap them, and if you notice, look at the steam when it comes out. You can just see it. The corn on the cob is just absolutely beautiful. Um, this is going to be perfect for the next step. So one of the things I like to do is to cut the corn in half, put it in an iron skillet, and then actually blacken the corn in the skillet, as you can see by the examples I'm about to show. Makes for a much tastier dish. You can see as we're doing this, it doesn't take long, but you do have to listen and pay attention as you'll start hearing snapping, crackling, popping. If you're hearing that, you're definitely overdue to turn the corn. And you will see as we're doing this, that's what we're doing. Here we go. And you see the color. So I'm going to let this drift for a few more, just to kind of give you guys an idea of, what you're trying to look for. It's not a science, but it's pay attention. Don't burn it. Just take your time, and it will come. So we talked about blackening the corn, which is a very common, normal thing to do. It's a beautiful thing to do. Gives it a lot of flavor and taste. But when you do it, you want to do it under a medium high to a high heat, and you want to keep rotating. You want to make sure that you get every piece, every side covered. Now you're going to want to take and coat the corn on the cob with the mayonnaise mixture we talked about earlier. Coat it very heavy. Do not worry, it's going to sizzle in the pan a bit. It's going to melt into the actual corn on the cob. Um, it really tastes good. Make sure you are going to turn the corn and get every part of it covered. And look at that blackened. That just came out beautifully. You can't ask for more than that. Or maybe you can, I don't know. But, just make sure that, it gets coated well. This is part of what the whole deal is. Um, so as you can see, the sauce is over the top. Um, Make sure it's very heavy. You can see the pan is sizzling. Now coat it with the feta cheese. Make sure you cover it excessively. Don't worry about it. Just let it flow. It's going to melt into the corn. The nice thing is the topping you can put, the toppings, I should say, are the cilantro, which is going to give a little more zing to it. Um, you can also add more Cajun spice to the top. You can add paprika. You can do a lot of things here. I did this on the premise of not being really spicy, kind of a sweet spicy. So you can always adjust the seasonings to your taste and to your clientele's taste or your family's taste or how you want to enjoy it. So the final presentation, I wanted to show everybody, I threw a fork in there to show you I'm ready to dig in. Cilantro on the top, a little bit of Cajun spice on the top. It was absolutely delicious. I think you guys will enjoy it. I hope you try it and let me know your thoughts. Recipe will be available shortly.